Hello, fellow nerds. This is Holly from Canada, where we don't ride moose or live in igloos, but both of those exist somewhere in the country. We do say A, and we are really polite. And you're listening to the Out of Lives podcast. A?
Hello and welcome to the Out of Lives podcast number 12. I am your host this week, Ross Miller, and I'm joined by Kevin Tarn.
Well, hello.
MC Fixer.
Yo to the yo.
And the one.
Hi.
The only.
Hi. I'm premature. Get it? Funny joke. Yay. Let's move on.
I actually wasn't going to mention anything about that. I was going to say the ultimate movie Marvel himself, Scott Sedman.
Oh, I already blown my load.
Oh, no, he's already killed it.
Too late.
Joke's over.
Joke's over. Yeah. Supposed to chat in this pod by the sound of things. So, guys, how we all doing? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, good.
Not too bad.
That's all.
Good. I think we usually start this podcast. Well, first of all, I want to thank Holly for that amazing intro all the way from Canada.
Yep, in that amazing Canadian accent.
Aye. No, that's
Aye.
not right.
Beat me to
Aye.
it. Beat me to it.
Beat you to it.
Hockey! Woo!
It's not often people beat you fit to things, Scott.
Ooh.
But, it's quite awkward, all these premature jokes. Right, anyway, so what have you all been playing? I'm going to reverse it round and start with you, Corey.
I've been playing Borderlands pre-sequel.
Okay.
Shovel Knight.
There's been
I
a lot-
forgot. I bought a load of games. I'm just remembering what I bought. Yeah. I bought Shovel Knight the day it come out. I bought State of Decay the day it come out. Yeah. Don't we do what we're watching as well on this podcast?
Yeah.
Because we all know what I've been watching, baby. Vampire
Diaries.
Diaries.
How are you still watching that? Surely you're on like season 57 or some shit.
Well,
now.
no, I'm on the normal season, and I was catching up because I let it build up a little bit because I like to watch them all in one go.
Oh, okay.
So I've been catching up on Vampire Diaries and Shield. And Vampire Diaries is getting good, baby. Woo! Just sound.
Glad to hear it. Well, let's move on, Kev. What you've been watching and playing?
I finished Army of Two on Insane because I'm a beast. It was actually easier on Insane than it was medium. I don't know how that works.
Because you knew the mechanic by the time you played through it in Insane.
Yeah, you get all the better guns, right?
Maybe, but I died like 50 times on normal. I died like once on Insane. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I'm also playing Mafia 2, which was the other Games with Gold game this month. So
that's such a good game.
it's really good.
It's
Basically GTA based in like the 40s and 50s.
The world's a little bit empty though. That's what I found.
Yeah, there's not so much to do outside of the story, but I'm enjoying the story so far. It's pretty good. That's what I've been watching. I went to see Age of Ultron, of course.
Yeah.
A bit late.
Just to say that we have recorded and it should be up by the time this podcast comes out as well.
That's not happening.
No way.
Not a
it'll be
chance.
up in the near future. A spoiler-tastic podcast all talking about Age of Ultron. So if you've seen Age of Ultron, you want to hear four people talk about it. In fact, it's us four. Have a listen to that. If you haven't seen it, do not listen to it because we go over that movie in a lot of detail. But Scott,
Yeah. Well, I've been playing Shovel Knight on the Xbox One, and that game is so good. Like,
yeah,
the hype behind that game is justified. Obviously, I got State of Decay, which it's still fun, but I've hit the same problem I had with the 360, where it's like, damn it, I need to do everything, and like just because I'm a completionist, and I'm like, but something's gone wrong, and literally, there was one point where my base got, like the church got attacked, and I set off about 17 hordes. And I just hated my life after it. It wasn't even
I would
funny.
love to watch you stream play that game. Cause
I was in tears. Like, I lost so many people. I was like, I can't go back to that game right now. What else have I been playing? Oh, Time Crisis 5. I actually went to an arcade and played Time Crisis 5, and it's so much fun. Oh, I love Time Crisis.
How much money did you spend in it?
Oh, we only put a couple of quid in it. Because we were waiting to we played it before we went to go and see Avengers Age of Ultron again. But now they have like a foot pedal. Like, do you know that they always had the foot pedal? Now it's like left and right, and you can go around and flank enemies and stuff. Oh, it's so much fun.
That sounds really cool. To be fair.
It is really cool.
I really want an arcade machine.
Same.
But-
Same. I want the
yeah.
Star Wars pod thing, even though I can't use it. But it'd be cool to have in your house. But so.
Kev, to be fair, you can't even afford the next gen console, so you've got absolutely no
Oh,
chance.
shots fired! Shots
Call out how
fired!
poor I am. Cheers, mate. You know what I mean? Jeez.
You know I love you, really. You know I love you, really.
As for what I've been watching, just watched Avengers Age of Ultron again, and no, I think that's it. I don't think I've watched anything else.
So what you been playing and watching, Ross?
I just finished watching The Enfield Haunting. All 3 episodes were put on Sky to sit and watch, and it's a pile of shit.
Wow, that's different.
Well, I won't be watching that then.
No, it was the first episode was really enjoyable, and then they got a little bit of creative freedom, I think. So I knew a little bit about the story. I'd watched some documentaries, and maybe if you went into it not knowing a little bit about it, it would be an enjoyable program and think, oh, this actually happened. Whereas when you're watching it, you're a bit like, oh no, this wasn't as good as what I thought it was going to be. But for what I've been playing, I got Shovel Knight myself.
Yay.
I haven't played too much of it, but it's just a great game. Just reminds me of NES. It's just superb.
Has anyone got to the bit with the Battletoads? Yeah.
No, I haven't.
No, neither have I.
Looking forward to that. Or if you're playing the PS4, it'll be Kratos.
Apparently, Battletoads is meant to be a lot better though.
Yeah,
Not being a
Grandmaster
fan of
Jamie.
it, but apparently it's meant to be a lot better.
Yeah, I've heard that as well, actually. I finished Last Light as well today.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Metro, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, were you on 2033 last time we talked
Yeah, I
about
know.
it?
I finished through them and all the DLC.
What did you think? Did you agree with me? Last
Yeah,
night's better?
totally. Like, what I didn't realise was because my wife started up, we were actually playing 2033 on the normal modes, right? And then I played Last Light on the sort of not unlimited bullets, but more bullets, more air, just more enemies to kill mode, if that's what it's called.
Pretty sure that's the official title of it.
I think that is the official title. I'm sure that's what comes up. On
So
the
it's not just
stream.
called hard.
No, it's not. It's like Spartan mode and is it Spartan and Survival?
I think so. I can't.
Something like that. But it is 2 different games. Because I started Last Light on the survival mode, and it is very, very different. There's like 100 less enemies, whereas you had 50 guys to kill in one level. There's maybe only like 2 now. But if you get seen, you've got no bullets or nothing to get them. So it's a very different game. It's quite smart how they do it.
Yeah, games can be like really good on hard difficulties if they're done right. They can be a better game than on the normal difficulties.
Bioshock was.
Yeah.
Made it more intense. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
We'll move on anyway to the downloads.
The download.
A photo of the box for this year's Disney Infinity appears to have surfaced online, but it doesn't contain the characters that you would expect. After last year's Marvel Superheroes theme sequel, guessing that this year's Disney Infinity will focus on Star Wars wouldn't be hard. In fact, proof of Disney's plan seems to have already arrived in the shape of a leaked photo. But what's surprising from the photo is it only seems to contain characters from the Clone Wars, namely Anakin, which is weird because the Clone Wars series was cancelled after Disney took over Star Wars. It's all to do with the prequels, and it's got nothing to do with the classic trilogy or new film. It's also odd that the picture shows that the Disney Infinity starter packs come with 3 figures and a playset, but this only has 2 figures, and it's not exactly your favourite characters. So I assume that there's going to be a lot more of this because everyone really wants what you want. Obi-Wan and Anakin, and
But you get Anakin.
Oh, sorry, you do get Anakin. You know what I mean?
Obi-Wan, Darth Vader,
Yeah.
Han
Jar
Solo.
Jar.
Yoda, Jar Jar.
Oh my god, I would
Jar
love
Jar.
for them just to do a Jar Jar. That'd be amazing. Oh, that would be brilliant. Because everyone
be
would
quite
just
good.
love it. I'd buy
Well,
it.
I had 2.0. I think we've had over discussion about 2.0, but would you be excited for a 3.0 Star
Yeah.
Wars edition? Would you buy them for the figures and stick them up on your wall again?
2.0 was a letdown drastically, and then they released the figures that came in the starter packs. And I'm not a massive fan of Star Wars, so I don't really care. But I'm still collecting the Marvel one.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about, to be totally honest with you.
What, Disney Infinity?
Disney Skylanders.
Disney Skylanders version.
I heard Star Wars and I just zoned out. Yep.
Kev, any thoughts?
No, I'm like Corey. I have no idea. I've never ever brought any of those things. Don't even know how they work.
Well, I'm so glad I included this news then. Right, so well, the thing is, I wouldn't buy it because I bought the Marvel one because it was an excuse because my wee boy likes it. You know what I mean? So I could buy it. You know, they're now on a shelf in his room because he doesn't really play with them too much. But I thought, well, they're nice wee models. It's a good Christmas present, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not interested in this. Unless the models are absolutely amazing or the game's meant to be absolutely amazing, I'm just not fussed at all.
Ross, are you one of those fathers where you're like, look, I've bought you this toy, but you're not allowed to open it and you're only allowed to look at it because toys are not to be played with. They're meant to be sat on the shelf.
No.
I mean, he's the dad out of Lego Movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I am Will Ferrell.
Because I can't wait till I have a kid just to do that. Just to be like, look, I bought you a toy. Don't touch it.
Wait, I'm not going to lie. Honestly, my wife keeps on saying I buy presents for Eben that I actually like myself, but I really thought GTA 5 was an appropriate Christmas present.
That's the sort of father I'd be. I'd just buy stuff for him and then use it myself.
No. We'll move on with the news anyway. So another big name console release has been delayed until next year as developer Jaeger asked for more time to make a better game. So, of course, they're talking about Dead Island 2, which hasn't been seen since Gamescom last year.
I thought it was E3.
No, it was seen at
Gamescom was
Gamescom.
after
Gamescom was August. And it's basically Jaeger, who took over from Techland, have confirmed how it's been put back to 2016. Now, they've released quite a lengthy statement on Twitter. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
See when they say this is a lengthy statement released via Twitter, I want to know how did they fit all this? Like, how many tweets did it take? How many? Is it
They
100?
might have that app, Long Tweet. Have you got
Long
that?
tweet?
Yeah.
No, I've not got that.
So you can do longer tweets. Obviously,
Right,
in the name makes sense.
I know this is all really, really pod worthy, this chat, but
Damn
right,
straight.
so well, maybe I'll have a look at it.
Sponsored
Right.
by Long Tweet.
Sponsored by Long Tweet and Overdog. Right, so this is a statement. We have always set ourselves a big goal for Dead Island 2 to create the sequel that takes Dead Island to the next level. A game that takes what our fans tell us they love about Dead Island, multiple different characters to play with, co-op, and turning a paradise setting into a zombie slaughter melee. And a game that adds a ton more content and combat options on top of that. We've been looking at the game long and hard, and we've decided we didn't reach that goal we set out to achieve quite yet. This is why we have decided to delay Dead Island 2 to 2016. It does go on, but that's interesting.
Does anybody care?
Well, that's not the reason, is it? That's not the only reason. It's because of Dying Light. It's like everybody's just had Dying Light, which is essentially the same game.
Exactly the same.
And they thought, well, they might be a bit fatigued with it at the moment. Let's wait a little while.
Do you think they'll release it in the same windows that are Dying Light because of
The
Dying
February
Light's
window?
success, yeah?
The February window?
Yeah? I
Yeah.
think they could.
Possibly, yeah.
Based on Dying Light's success, get away from the holidays because that's when it would have come out.
Yeah. Also, I don't know when this year they would have released it, that it would have been picked up. There's too much.
It would have had to have been round about just after E3, if
Yeah.
anything. Because it would have got buried with this year's
Yeah.
lineup. I don't know. I don't care particularly for Dead Island 2.
Okay, who bought Dead Island 1? Because I bought it day
I
one.
bought Day 1 Dead Island and it
because
was
the trailer
it was alright.
absolutely killed me. And I was like, oh, I've got to buy this. And then I bought it and I was like, this isn't
It's a
what
really
you
good game.
sold me. No.
I played
I
it with Games
enjoyed
with
it.
Gold. I played it with
Yeah,
Games
I
with
did
Gold.
as well.
I don't think it's a bad game.
Maybe
it
it's
just
good for
wasn't
free.
what I was expecting.
But I paid whatever it was day one. I even bought the special edition version.
Right, so question, yes or no? Right now, pre-order comes up. Seems really, really good. You've got 50 quid in your back burner. Are you going to pre-order Dead Island?
No.
Because I don't pre-order games anymore.
No.
Because I'm not an idiot.
Scott, get off the negative Nancy in.
Right,
Yeah?
pre-ordering a game that is broke and it comes out and it's broken or doesn't work, then you've just wasted your money.
Yeah.
Why not wait for a review? You don't need it. You don't need that one bit of content that'll get sold to you later on down the line.
Scott, did you pre-order and already pay for Witcher?
That's because it's a collection
Shut
edition.
up then, 'cause
Different.
you're part of the problem. You can't say what you're saying and then be like, but, excuse. That's not how it works.
Yeah,
Either-
but
He's got a point.
Either
Hey,
you're
he has
in
got
with
a point.
something or you're not in with something. That's how it works in life.
Yeah,
can't be like,
you got a
but
point,
this is...
but
Go on.
you got a point. But I'd rather get my collector's edition because even if the game's bad, I've still got that beautiful statue, which is worth the money anyway.
You're saying, but I'm not an idiot. But without being rude, technically you are an idiot because the game could be broken.
Well, it could be, and then I'll just get rid of the game. All right, that's a fair point. Okay, I've answered my own argument. All right, fair point.
I'm still struggling to understand it. No one picked up that I said a yes/no answer.
We don't do yes or no's.
So,
enough.
Kev, yes/no answer. Would you pre-order it if you had 50 quid in your back burner?
No,
Okay, thank you.
but that would go towards the Xbox One.
Right, fair enough. Yeah. Right, we'll move on to the next bit of news. So the ongoing success of the PlayStation 4 has helped push Sony back into profit as the console shipments actually outpace the Xbox worldwide by 50%. So the Sony's PlayStation business has been one of its best performing division with a profit of 261.5 million in the last 12 months, and it's predicted to make another 218 million next year. Does anyone think that's weird that it's a lower figure for next year than this year?
No, because it's got to die down now.
Yeah, the initial purchases, like all the hardcore, are the ones that did the initial buys, and it's like, no, it's just all the others adopting it, isn't it?
Right, fair enough. Yeah, I just didn't expect them, you know, like PS3 would rise for the first 4 or 5 years of sales.
Yeah, but the PS3 was the underdog.
Yeah, fair enough, right. But Sony as a company as whole made a profit of 372 million. That's tiny compared to like Microsoft and Apple, but compared to last year's, I think they lost 100 odd million. It's a big improvement in what happened last year. So
They're still hemorrhaging money though. Like
well,
in terms of other departments, I mean, the PlayStation's the thing that's keeping them profitable.
yeah,
really.
but even without the PlayStation, which made 261 million, they still made profit elsewhere because they still made 110 million elsewhere profit.
Yeah, it's
So-
not a lot though, is it?
No, not
coming
considering
from a
couple
giant
of-
in Japan. That's what I mean. It's still,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah, well, only the time will tell how Sony's profits and everything else go if anyone's interested. Now, Scott, do you want to talk about this next story?
Yeah. Well, let's face it. Right. Earlier this year, there was a lot of rumour and speculation that there would be a Marcus Phoenix collection coming, which would include Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, and Gears of War the prequel. No, I'm joking, it was Gears of War 3. And then that was shot down by Rob Ferguson, I believe, on Twitter, saying that there is no Marcus Phoenix collection coming.
He's a liar.
He is a lot. Well, there probably isn't a Marcus Phoenix collection coming, but I'm pretty sure there's a Gears of War trilogy coming. That's going to get remastered. And the reasons for this is, A, we know that there's definitely a Gears of War remake coming from Splash Damage. We know that now. That is a fact that is coming. But with the Master Chief Collection, what a lot of people seem to forget is that they shipped out development to different studios for the different games, because 3 and 4 were done by someone else, and then so was 2, and obviously 1 was already done. So what I think is the case is Splash Damage are working on Gears of War, and then probably they've got 2 other studios working on 2 and 3 respectively. And that's probably what's going to happen. I don't know if it'll come out at the same time, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get all 3 Gears of War on next gen. And then this is just basically confirmation that at least Gears of War 1 is getting remastered in 1080p 60 frames per second as opposed to 720p 30 frames per second, which it was on the Xbox 360. Breathe.
Right, so Polygon said they've got screenshots, right, of a multiplayer alpha that was on last weekend for the original Gears of War, and they've got screenshots of it.
Confirming it.
Kudos for them for like stopping Microsoft from doing anything decent E3 this year, but you know, like I spoke to Corey about this on the website or on the forum, and I'm excited just for Gears of War 1 because I
We did
love
talk
Gears
about this.
of War.
I forgot.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to be a trilogy. 2016 would be 10 years of Gears.
Yeah.
Gears of War was 2006. So A, I don't think it will happen this year, right? B,
I don't think it'll happen this year.
do you not think it will happen this year? Do you think it will be next year?
I think they could tease it at Gamescom. I just don't see like it being a big thing. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird one.
Alright, let me ask you guys this quickly. With having Master Chief Collection, do you feel like we were spoiled with that? Where we was only predicted
They
to
talked
get 2?
that They talked about this Unlocked in quite great depth.
Yeah,
Anyone's
that's
listened to
true, they
Unlocked
did,
this week,
yeah.
actually, they went into great depth. So I don't want anyone to listen to Unlock, I don't want to repeat ourselves. That they went in to say, did Master Chief spoil everything?
No, okay, yes, no question. Was we spoiled with that, and are we expecting
Yes.
too much from Gears?
Yeah,
Yes and no.
for me.
Like, yes to the we were spoiled with Master Chief Collection. No, we're not expecting too much from Gears. We should get the trilogy. Because if they're releasing a fourth game in the franchise, which it seems highly likely they are,
They already have.
unless they go with a... No, that was a prequel.
There's still a fourth in the franchise.
Okay. I hate being wrong.
You've been wrong a lot this pod.
I think it's just a weekend of drinking's killed me. No, it's just I think if they're going to continue the franchise, then a trilogy makes sense. If they're going to do something different with a franchise, then maybe Gears of War 1's all they need. Maybe they're going to go a different route, which I'd hate, but maybe that's what they're planning. Who knows?
Or if they're putting the X-Men on us and going to go back in time and like rewrite history.
No.
Oh,
No.
please, no.
We do not need any more games with a revisionist
Wait.
history.
Do you want to hear my perfect Gears game?
Yeah, hit me with it.
E-Day. A little bit of the war going on before Emergence Day, and then Emergence Day hits, and you're a young Phoenix and Dom. I'd be so happy with that.
I don't know. I kind of want the continuation of the franchise.
Yeah, I want
feel.
4. I don't want anything beforehand.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, unless they added like a bit of Pendulum Wars, would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
With them
You know what I
fighting
mean?
each other. I think
Well, that's. I mean, start off with the Pendulum Wars because obviously that's starting, and then Emergence Day happens while the Pendulum Wars are on. So,
But I don't think that's the things that fans expect from Gears of War. They want to be killing Locust and Lambent and...
but you would be when the Emergence Day, you'd be killing Locust.
But that would be the end of the game if you start in the Pendulum Wars.
Yeah, very true.
Exactly. I think it's a very hard sell to sell it like that. I think a lot of people want a continuation because look at the added content in Judgment, which everyone got excited for, and it was just literally a side story with Baird and Cole, and that was the best part of that game.
Actually, to be honest, that bit was really, really good in Judgment, the side story bit. See, to go up the hotel and blow up.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
armoured contests.
Oh, is that the one with the boat on top of the
Yeah.
hotel?
Yeah.
It's called Aftermath, isn't it?
Aftermath,
That's right.
well done.
Yeah.
Aye. That was really good.
That was the best part of the game. So I don't know if it's spanning more into the side characters that didn't get expanded upon, but I think everyone just wants that Marcus Dom connection. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
No spoilers.
Yeah, okay.
No spoilers. Right, well, at this rate, I think a reveal in E3 will excite everybody. I will squeal like a baby, no matter what they probably announce anyway, but we'll find out in June.
Do you not think there should just be? It shouldn't be an announcement. It should be, here's the new Gears of War, but you will also be able to play Gears of War on Xbox One. I don't think they should spend the time being like, here's another remaster.
I don't think they're going to spend loads of time. I
Mm.
think they're going to get a little bit, but not loads.
I reckon, I know it's saying E3 predictions, but I reckon they'll announce it at E3, the remaster, and then they'll say available now.
That'd be
I'd
dope, but
buy that in a second.
same, I think. An impulse buy, just be like, oh yes, the
Yeah.
original Gears. I could see that happening, and then maybe they sporadically release 2 and 3 up to the... that could work. Because, I mean, they must have data on like how many people actually played the campaigns of having all the Master Chief games at once. Because I know I ain't gone back and
I haven't
finished them
even
all.
touched them. I bought
Yeah.
that game day one. I haven't even played it. It was broken.
Yeah, true.
Shouldn't have
Anyway.
pre-ordered it, should I, Scott?
Did you pre-order it?
I did.
Silly goose. No, you are proving my point. You shouldn't have pre-ordered it.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Anyway, let's move on. Our final game news story, which we totally didn't just improvise, is the Batman Arkham Knight Season Pass has been announced. It is Arkham Knight we're on, isn't it?
Yes,
I
that's
didn't
right.
look at it. And it's £33. And it's ridiculous what you're going to get with it. You get some prequel story about Batgirl. They're going to have DLC that features classic villains coming in and attacking Gotham or something. They've been very vague with what's there. They've got challenge packs, they've got skins for the Batmobile and racetracks, and I just cannot see this being £33 worth, even before the game's out. It's a lot of people are up in arms about it, to be fair, and to be fair, we didn't even know what it was when they first announced that. Oh yeah, you can pay £33 and get the season pass, I'll pay £80 and get the game and the season pass together. No, they were like, yeah, you can do that. Then subtly there was like, oh, you also get this, it has Batgirl with it and stuff. So it was really shady in it. I don't know.
I think it's being blown out of proportion a bit.
No
because
way.
You think about Call of Duty and Destiny, their ones cost even more.
No, never. Destiny was 20 quid.
For the
Was
season
it?
pass, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Call of Duty is like 40 some odd quid.
Call of Duty is just it's Activision.
I know I've got on record about hating Destiny, but Devil Advocate, Destiny's quote-unquote expansions are expansions. This is, you get to play as Batgirl for a little bit in prequel story.
Well, you don't know all the details yet. People are jumping to conclusions before.
But this shouldn't be part of DLC. I don't like it, and I don't think it's worth £33. I mean, the Batgirl, maybe. It's kind of cool, but and that'll be interesting to see how that works. But I don't want to pay 33 quid for bloody driving around in Batmobiles and racetracks. No, I'll buy.
Well, it's not a. Is it? Oh, what's the name of the studio? Rocksteady that makes it. It's obviously Warner Brothers that have done this, like set the price and stuff. And if you don't want to buy it, if you don't think it's worth the money, don't buy
Vote
it.
with
I don't
your
see what
wallet.
people are blown it out of proportion for.
I'm not buying Batman.
No, am I?
Well, there you go. Instead of like getting up in arms about it, and you don't think the DLC's worth it, just don't buy the DLC.
Yeah,
This is why I never buy
No,
DLC.
but it's the fact that the game isn't out yet. And they're like, look, here's this playable character that you can buy later. Like,
Call of Duty do it every year.
And to be fair, in Arkham City, they've done it with Nightwing and Harley Quinn, and you know what I mean? It's not new.
It's my problem with what. Right, Jim Sterling has a great video on Warner Brothers and how they just cut up the Batman games and stuff. I suggest you all go and see it. Jimquisition on Warner Brothers. Go and check it out, and you'll understand where my point's coming from a bit better, I think. Let's move on to the whatever it's called.
Do we have a name for the IMDB quiz yet?
Yeah, the IMDB Quiz.
The UMDDDD Quiz.
And we got a soundbite for every future week, courtesy of MC Fixer.
The UMDDDD Quiz.
So we're moving on to the IMDB Known For quiz. Those that don't know the rules, I read out a person from the world of movies and TV, and IMDB has 4 things that this actor is known for. All the people have to do is guess what is this actor most known for according to IMDB. So we're getting no shout outs, I'm going to read out a name. So first of all, we're going to start with Corey, and we're going to start with Michelle Rodriguez.
Fast and Furious.
What one?
Sugar. The first one. Which is
As
just
in-
the Fast and Furious. That's what it's called, right?
The Fast and
The
Furious.
Fast and Furious, yeah.
Correct.
Hey! Du-du-du-du.
Kev.
I'm debating between 2.
I think I'm also debating between 2. It'll be interesting to see if it's the same ones.
I'm gonna go for Fast and Furious 4.
Wrong.
Hey!
Damn it!
Yes,
I know which one
come
it is
on.
then.
I'm gonna go with Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
well
what I was
done.
gonna say.
Wrong.
Oh!
Oh,
Right, is Avatar on there?
Yes.
Fuck!
Oh!
That was,
Wow!
fa-
Wow, that's amazing.
is
So
Machete the other
Fast
one?
and Furious 6,
Uh,
and then just Fast and Furious.
wow. That jar.
So wait, Ross, say it. Say the magic words that I want to hear.
Corey, you are in the lead.
Oh my
Oh, what?
god,
What
I'm
is
in the
happening?
lead. Yes.
don't get used to it.
God, fucking Avatar.
I just looked here. Did she play a character in Call of Duty? I just sort of looked it up there.
I think she does one of the voices.
Would
Ah.
not surprise me.
Well, I sort of guessed that, to be fair, but...
Oh, whatever.
Right, so next person, I'll make it a little bit, easier, do you think?
No, that was a good one.
That was easy.
Is
What
it-
are you talking about? I knew that. It's alright, Ross. Don't worry about
To be
it.
fair, we knew what films she was in. It's just IMDb is just backwards. It's like, oh yeah, we'll put two or 3 Fast and Furious movies on there rather than actual films where she's actually good in. Controversy. Nah, she's great in those movies. I'm joking. Calm down.
Oh, that's quite bad, isn't it?
That's very
Do you see that I'm stalling for time as I look up someone else?
Don't worry, I can stall for you.
Right, I've got one. Right, so we'll start with Scott.
Yay.
Don Cheadle.
Crap. Why? Iron Man 2. No, it'll be Iron Man 3.
Correct.
Oh, okay, I win. Yeah.
Wait, who was it? Sorry, I missed what you said.
Don Cheadle.
Got ya.
Kev.
Ocean's 12.
Wrong.
Ooh! Oh, I know which one it is as well.
Okay.
Corey. To stay in the lead.
Crash.
Correct.
Yes, come on. I love that film, by the way.
That is a great film.
I didn't know what the film was. My friend was like, "You've got to watch this film," and I was
Is it
like,
Ocean's 13?
"No, not Ocean's 13.
Ocean's 11.
The other ones were Iron Man 3 and Hotel Rwanda.
I even gave you Iron Man
Wow.
3, Kev. Come on.
I know, but I was trying to think different. I
Right.
was trying to give me an answer.
Next, we'll start. Is Sandra Bullock, and we'll start with Kev.
Miss Congeniality.
Oh, good one.
Incorrect.
Ooh,
Not
What?
Oh, god damn it, Ross. You've got to stop doing that. It's so annoying.
correct. What, incorrect?
You said correct, didn't you?
I said incorrect.
Oh, I thought you corrected yourself. That's why I had correct.
No,
I'm
no.
high. What the fuck?
Right, that's fine. Right, move on. We'll do Corey.
I don't know if I know who this is.
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Oh, you were jesting me, Corey.
You're jesting, bro.
I'm really bad with like names. I know faces. I don't know names.
What, did you hear what answer Kev gave?
What did Kev say?
Did you hear what answer Kev gave?
No, what did he say?
No.
Alright,
No,
okay.
I'll give it away.
Corey, you must be on the blind side, man.
Oh, okay, perfect. The film Blindside. I got it now. So that check. Okay. What about? Ain't she in? Oh, she's not in. No. I don't know. Wait, she's in that film with Ryan Reynolds. Oh, I don't know. Pass. Sorry.
Ah. Scott?
Can I get 2 points if I get both of them right?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Okay, Gravity then.
Yeah, Gravity. Well
It was
done.
the heat
Ryan
the other.
Reynolds film on
Can
it?
I say one thing? Can I say one thing? Yeah, right. Kev actually said,
The
You-
blind side.
and you said the blind side girl. One of the answers is
The blind side.
side. And also Crash again.
Was the heat in there then?
No,
Ah.
and the proposal.
I thought
which is
that-
the
I can't believe Miss
Oh, that's what
Congeniality
it's
isn't on
called. Ah,
I don't thought the
frustrating
heat
as
was.
hell.
So what's the scores, Kev?
3 to me, 2 to Scott, 2
Where are
to
you
Corey.
getting free from?
Because I'm just that good.
I think he's lying right now.
Yeah, so do I.
I think Kev has not got any right. I think
Fucking lies. Miss
Corey is
Congeniality
on
should have
2,
been on there.
and Scott is on 2. Is that right?
Hey, baby.
Okay, alright.
So I'm not going to be last this week. Is that what you're telling me?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, we've only got 2 answers left.
I'm
so
so
it
happy.
could finish as a draw or one of you is winning.
I'll be fine.
Right, so we're going to go for the next person.
Ed Harris.
Who?
Ed Harris.
I know his face, but I'm just trying to picture what he's in.
Go on then, Ross. Who's going first?
I'm gonna go for the person that's coming up the rear. Kev.
I know his face, man, but I really can't think of any films he's in. He's one of those characters that is like the side character in like every film, but I just can't think of what films he's in.
It's true.
That is true.
I'm gonna have to pass. I can't think of a single film.
Okay, fair enough. We'll go with Scott.
Nope, don't know. Go.
Oh, Corey, you've got a chance to take a lead here.
There's only one film I know this guy's in.
What?
Pain and Gain.
Oh shit, he is, yeah.
Who? Right.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. You
He's in
all
it,
got
though.
it wrong.
Right?
Right?
Yeah, he is.
Right, I'm gonna have to Google his face because I have no idea.
No,
who
we're
it
no
is.
Googling the now. Stay off Google, right? But the 4 answers you could have gave were The Rock,
Oh, of course, yeah.
The Abyss,
I can't picture him. Who is it?
It's that.
Gravity.
As soon as you see his face, you'll know. He's the. Have you know in Pain and Gain?
Yeah.
He's the investigator guy, cop guy. The
Oh,
Devil Blow Colours.
right.
And
Oh.
a Beautiful Mind.
Oh man, he is in like pretty much every movie that requires someone old and stern.
Mhm.
Right, so we're moving on to the last question, with it still being a tie. Kev now can't even do anything.
It's a count.
Okay.
I can answer. I can get a
So
point.
the next one
He can redeem
is going
himself.
to be Russell Crowe. And we're going to start with Kev, so he can take away the obvious one.
There's so many that I'm bound to pick one that he isn't in. Oh my god, Gladiator.
Well done. You got one of the scoreboards.
Hey.
And it will have to be Corey next, because Scott went
Noah.
incorrect.
Robin Hood.
Oh, we're going to have to go to a tie break, boys.
Yeah.
What? Wait, it wasn't Robin Hood though, wasn't it?
That was
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kevin
it was.
Costner.
Yeah.
What?
was it?
No, he's in a
Alright,
Robin
okay.
Hood film.
Oh, right, that one. Ugh.
All I remember is the face of Russell Crowe and a bow and arrow.
Right, so the answer was Gladiator, A Beautiful Mind, LA Confidential, and Les Miserables. And just to say, the theme between the original five, before we get to the tie-break question, was one of the answers followed on every single one of them.
Crash. What?
Crash,
No
Gravity,
way, really?
A Beautiful Mind. So if you just said what one of the answers was in the previous one,
Oh, right, I'm with you. Right. I thought you meant that Crash was on all of them. I was like, what?
no, well, if you think A Beautiful Mind was one of the answers to the last one, it's also one of the answers to here. Gravity was beforehand, but was also Sandra Bullock's.
Right.
There you go.
So what's the tiebreak then, Ross?
First person to say, right, it's on a tie break, okay? Right? First person to shout out an answer. Amy Adams.
Zero Dark 30.
No, you're frozen out. Corey, you got an answer.
I haven't got a clue. I don't know who that is.
Oh, bollocks! No! I have an obvious one and Kev knows exactly which it is.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, well, you both get it wrong. We move on to someone
No,
else.
can I say it? Come on, you might as well.
No,
Oh,
we'll
fuck,
move
it
on
was
to
Man of
someone
Steel.
else.
Man of Steel's on there.
Yeah, Man of Steel.
Fuck
would be
you!
down there.
That's called karma.
That is called a bit of karma. Right, first person to shout an answer. Woody Allen.
Zombieland.
Well done.
Nice one.
There you go.
Corey wins.
You are this week's winners. Congratulations.
He's going to do a Seth Rollins and run away with a title.
This is one of my proudest moments. I never thought I'd beat Scott at this. I am thankful. I love you guys. Thank you to everyone supporting. I got to run off. I will see you later. I'll speak to you in a bit, guys.
Ciao, Bella.
Right, so the Telltale are basically making a Marvel game in 2017. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts on what you think they'll do with it and what would you like to see.
What do I think they'll do with it? Well, they could do anything. Then Marvel Comics has a massive industry. It is Marvel, isn't it? It's definitely like just it's the
Yeah, it's
entire
Marvel.
Entire Marvel property.
Yeah, they've struck a deal like Marvel, like what they've done with Walking Dead or whatever, to
Yeah,
do something.
but I
in the
mean,
universe.
can this include characters like that are with Fox and stuff? Like, do we know that specific? Because like,
I don't know that specific. I could be wrong here, but let's just play a bit of devil's advocate here and just say you've got the free reign from the Marvel universe. You're in charge of the next Telltale game. How would you do it?
oh, I'd definitely do. Crap, what did I say? I'd say it was something like where you're setting up a team, and each week, like each issue, character, episode. That's what I was looking for. You play a different one of these team, and you have a through line, and then it leads up to something like what Netflix are doing with it. I don't know what character I'd do there. I mean, unless it was like it could be an Avengers game with a team that we haven't seen or something. I think that would be kind of cool.
Whereas each episode that you play is a different character, as part of the story, all culminating together for a final episode.
Yes, because each episode's set into chapters, so obviously the final one would be Avengers, and then each chapter you'd play a different. Yeah, I think it'd cool. I think it'd be cool.
That's exactly what I would do as well, to be fair, so I don't even need to speak about this. Kev?
I see it going one of two ways. I think either they can do it where they introduce people to unknown characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe and tell their stories.
Oh, that's a good.
Or they could do it where it plays off the actual movies and it like spins off a movie, like say like just for discussion that they do one on Thor and it does the story that we didn't see in the movie that we were complaining about on the spoiler cast.
Yeah,
That makes sense. It follows his story off and then he comes back into the movie and then by playing that little game you understand all of what happened.
I just can't see them risking the Marvel Cinematic Universe having like that knowledge in a game, if that makes sense. I get what you're saying, and I think it's a good idea. That definitely does need to be explained, that plot point in that fucking movie. But But yeah, I can't see it being connected to cinematic universe, because then that definitely means they can't use Fantastic Four and stuff. Although then I guess it could. Huh. Unless like it's set within the Marvel Cinematic Universe but doesn't affect it like some of the comics do, do you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it doesn't have any direct impact, but
Like
it
a
tells
what
stories
if.
that you
Yeah.
what ifs. Like some character goes off and comes back, it has no impact on the thing, but it tells what happened in that time
Like
between.
what Spider-Man was doing before. Oh, that would be really cool. Oh. See, now I want that. Can we do that?
I don't know. I said you're in charge of Telltale and you've got an unlimited budget, so yeah, you can make that if you want.
We're doing that.
Right, okay. Kev, you any good at coding? Because we've got a lot of work to do if we've got to get this out in 2017.
Ross, you're obviously voice acting.
Obviously.
Yeah, they're all going to be Scottish.
Every character's Scottish.
Scarlet Witch. Hey man, that's Geordie.
Doesn't even know what nationality I am, let alone accent. You know what I mean?
I only do one accent. Hey man.
That's the only accent that you can pull off.
Yep.
Every character in a Telltale game's a Geordie.
Oh, I could do Irish. I could do 33 and a third.
Oh, what the fuck was that, really?
This is not offensive at all.
I think this podcast just has a through line of offensive jokes.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, well, very, very similar to what you are saying is I would actually take a character which has maybe not been touched on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but have him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. No impact on the rest of the story, but can only add to it. That's all I would say.
So Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Would be amazing.
I want that. That's my new one. I want Howard the Duck.
How the Collector captured him.
Yeah, that would be awesome. See, these are these little side stories that I'm on about. That'd be cool.
That would be pretty fun. I mean, it's like, especially if you got it running on tablets and stuff as the same day release, that'd be fun. Because then the people who are actually just casuals can pick it up for £4. That'd be good.
What you said, Scott, that would be a really good idea. Have like the collector's stories, like how he got all these items.
Oh man, right. But we could be on this for hours and stuff. Let's move on to our next part.
Right, let's move on. So we're going to move on to some movie news.
So this isn't going to help my sexist opinions. I'm not actually a sexist, but 22 Jump Street, well, not 22, just Jump Street in general, is having a female spin-off developed.
What with Ghostbusters?
No, just it. What is with Sony's deal about having a female spin-off of every franchise they have? I don't.
They're trying to be new and edgy, aren't they?
But it's not, and it's just kind of derogatory. Like the Heat with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy, like that is basically a Jump Street female movie, sort of, but not as funny. I mean, the talent they've got working on it, or supposedly working on it, are really good from what I've heard. Like, they have a show about 2 lesbian cops, I think. Oh, I hope that's not good. That could be really wrong. There's 2
Is that
female
offensive?
I don't know. There's 2 female cops, I know that, and then apparently it's really good and there's a lot of sexual innuendo and stuff, which is basically what Jump Street is. But that, like, so I don't know. Do we need a female Jump Street? Well, we don't, but I'm going to ask you to that.
I don't think we need one, but I think we're getting one regardless. It's
like a female Ghostbusters, yeah.
Yeah, Sony are just doing it to, like I say, be edgy. And whether we want it or not, it's coming. It's like Ghost. They might be great films. You don't know, do you? They might be.
I mean, if they come, I'm going to go and see it regardless. Like, it's not a verse if I'm like, oh, they're having a female cast movie. I'm not going to go see it. I don't see why it has to be Jump Street. Like, just make
why can't they?
Yeah,
make your own new franchise. Don't
tie it down to that, because if it's bad, then it's going to be like, oh yeah, there was that female spin-off, and that's just going to look bad on everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Ross?
I just can't see a Jump Street without them two.
Yeah.
That is also very true. Oh, wait,
you know what I mean?
I mean, technically, there was the Jump Street where Seth Rogen replaced Jonah Hill, because if people don't know, all those endings are actually canon.
Wow.
Yeah, Phil Lord and Chris Miller were like, yeah, we're working on a script where all those endings are canon, which does mean they went to space. Jesus Christ. Well, then again, this is the next news story. The Men in Black crossover film with Jump Street is going forward, which I am so for.
Yeah,
like,
I'm more happy about that than a female Jump Street.
Because I think it's the right kind of like Jump Street humor. But Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones have to be back for it. Like, it can't not.
There's no way Tommy Lee Jones would be in it.
You don't.
He could be Jeff.
Oh my god. I don't know.
I think Will Smith's wage is too high now as well. I don't think they'll get him back either.
Like, unless it's them guys becoming Men in Black, like for thing. I don't know, like, they have to go undercover as Men in Black. Oh, okay.
Is it going to be tied into the 22 Jump Street universe?
It has to be, right? But
Yeah, they get asked to go and help out the Men in Black boys for a wee while.
or like they're taking some time off investigating aliens and meet Men in Black or something. I don't know. I just think it'd be
Just
quite...
get
It
pulled
could
in.
be a really good film.
It has like
Could
as
be.
long as Phil, like, the thing is, I don't have a problem as long as Phil Lord and Chris Miller are there, because they Lego Movie, we can all agree, an amazing animated movie. Yes.
Yes, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
21 Jump Street, an amazing movie. 22 Jump Street, I know you'll probably disagree with me on this, is one of the best written movies ever. Like, I just love the way that movie is written from a just purely contextual point. Like, it's so self-aware and it's so meta, but it also addresses tropes, and it's such a brilliant script. I mean, the movie's great, but the script is just perfect.
I'll take your word on that.
Well, it is. It's all right. Self-referential. It's great. So yeah, we're not kind of for a female Jump Street, but we're not going to boycott it. That's what
No,
we're saying.
I'm open-minded.
Yeah.
It just seems Sony are on a bit of a trend of turning everything into a female
They're doing it for the
franchise.
sake of doing it. They're not doing it
Yeah.
because we have a really neat idea. Like, I mean, to be fair, if they're spinning off, do you remember the blonde female from the first one? Like, if they do a spin-off with them, I can sort of see it. Like, if it's if it's just two people who were part of Jump Street, like, that haven't been in the movies, it seems weird and just, it really does feel forced and unnecessary. But we're all for the Men in Black crossover, so that's cool. Next up is a bit of TV news, and I think it'll excite every Dragon Ball fan because there is a new series of Dragon Ball Z, well, not Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super in the works, and I am beyond excited, and I don't know if you guys are you?
No.
What's
I've
Dragon
never-
Ball Z?
See.
He knows, Scott. He knows.
I know.
I've never ever watched an episode, so no.
Well,
I want to watch one now. Spending time in this Facebook group gets you wanted to do some weird things like watch
Some
anime.
really nerdy
No,
deep stuff.
no, but you know that way. Like, I don't know. I sort of want to. Plus, I think like my kid will probably love it. Yeah.
yeah, I think maybe. I don't know.
That was the highest pitch your voice has ever went.
I know, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel as though I can sit down and watch it. So yeah, maybe I will watch this. You never know. Maybe it's a part of my life that I'm missing out on.
Well, considering I grew up with it, I'm all for this. I'm like, yes, come on, more Dragon Ball. I mean, the movie's great, so yeah. So that was just a quick anime update.
Anything else for?
Oh yeah, we have
news?
so much. This one I know will excite me. And Kev, did you see Kingsman Secret Service?
Not yet. No.
Okay, well, you're boring. Ross,
Wow.
did you see?
Yes, I have.
Right.
Of course, yeah.
So I guess you'll be happy to know that there is a Secret Service sequel moving forward at Fox.
How? Right, so they're just going to be right. Okay, I won't spoil it for anyone that's not
Yeah,
seen it, but
let's not do that.
Yeah. Right, no, that's good news because the first one was great.
Yeah.
Is Matthew Vaughn on board again?
Let's face it, Matthew Vaughn never sticks around to direct a sequel, so don't get your hopes up. I'd love him to, but might not. To be fair, though, when he was doing the press for the film, he said he'd actually be interested in doing a second one. So,
I think they had a lot of fun making that movie.
oh man, it's
So-
so much fun.
You know what I mean? Like
I mean, didn't you
Uh,
meet Mark Millar and did you talk to him about the movie?
Mark Millar. It sounds funny when you say it. Say that again.
No.
Mark Millar.
Mark Millar.
Did you actually have a chance to ask him about stuff with the film then,
Well,
or?
when we met Mark Millar, the Kingsman was just out, so a lot of what he was doing was promo for Kingsman. So yeah, like he was talking about it. He was consulted a lot, but that's it from what I remember. But I don't know. Just re-listen to IGN UK podcast like 16 episodes ago, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can hear all about it. Yeah.
Right. So now this one's a bit of a depressing story. Power Rangers movie reboot has been delayed till early 2017, and that makes me upset because I really want to see it, which is something I don't know if I should admit publicly.
No, I want to see it too. I grew up with Power Rangers. Remember, I was like 16. It was just out.
It's cool.
No, it was a lot before that. No, I remember, right? I was convinced that I was getting this massive, big Power Rangers assembling toy when I was young, and do you know it never materialised, and I was quite gutted about that.
Oh, those Christmases are the worst. When you think you get one thing and your parents bring out something else, and you're like, fuck. I hate my parents.
God damn you, parents! You got me this out of the kindness of your heart, and I
And
do
you have to
not.
put on a brave face, like, yeah, I really like it, thanks. And
Thanks
so
for this book on
disappointed.
Bowling C++.
But
And then you go in your
no.
room and cry for a year.
Yeah.
So you get what you want. So yeah, this is a bit of a weird one. Like, it's not a big deal. It's just a delay. To be fair though, if it did come out next year, they would have to be filming by now, and then it would be a rush project. So as long as they don't rush it.
Does anyone else just want to see a feature-length version of that short that they done?
The
Oh,
bootleg one.
yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I'd prefer that Power Rangers.
It'd
over
never
anything
happen,
else.
but yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
It would be really cool. I think it would be quite good. Just stick with that cast as well. It was really good.
Yeah, Katie Wait, it was Katie Sackhoff, wasn't it? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, it was really good. If you don't know what we're on about, we're talking about the Power Slash Rangers, the bootleg universe from the producer of Dread. He makes stuff like that all the time, and it was really good and violent. It's Morphin Time, which was awesome. That was like
That's the only Power Rangers movie I'd watch.
Yeah.
Well, Kev, I'm going to make you watch it anyway, so that's not the point. So yeah, director James Wan. He did a little movie called Fury 7, the 5th highest grossing movie. No, it's the 4th highest grossing movie of all time right now. So, did a little movie like that. He's in talks to do either Aquaman, which I don't think he should do at all, and he should stay away from the DC universe. And the other thing is a Robotech movie. Now, that would be awesome with him behind a director's chair.
Remind me what Robotech is.
Well,
Transformers.
basically.
Oh.
Basically, yeah. Basically.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm done with Transformers.
No, but it's not Transformers. It's better. It's Japanese.
All right.
It's
Okay.
Japanese
good enough.
Transformers.
Basically. Yeah, I don't feel like he fits in the DC universe. And I think he's already had experience with over-the-top stupid stunts, and I think he could do a robot one really better. Really better. Yeah, that's good English, that.
Yeah, but you say he's like... before he did Fast and Furious, he was doing horror movies, weren't he?
Yeah, and I love him for that. Because
So
he's
don't you
made
think
that.
he could transition into a comic book movie really well as
It's
well?
not that. I don't feel like... Do you know, with all the turn of the DC universe, I just don't think it fits Aquaman. I mean, maybe...
Go back and make more better Conjuring movies. Another
He
Conjuring.
is making Conjuring 2. He is making...
Yeah, I know, but it's Enfield.
Is that what Conjuring 2 is?
Yeah, it's Enfield. It's the thing that TV program that I said wasn't
It's
very
not,
good.
is it?
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Oh, that's on my most anticipated now.
Well, Conjuring
didn't know
2 was
that.
already on my most anticipated because it's James
Are
Wan.
you being sarcastic, Ross?
No,
I
I'm
never
being
know.
100%
Ross, we can't tell if you've been
serious.
sad.
I'm being 100% serious. If you go on IMDb, and look it up, it is the Enfield, which is mental because his wife wasn't there. He went to investigate the Enfield files, but his wife wasn't there.
Ross, it's a movie.
I know,
I hate to
I
bring
know.
it to you. But I don't think that Aquaman is the right fit for him. Although, I'd love for him to do a Justice League Dark movie, because I think he'd be perfect for that. That'd be awesome. So yeah,
DC as a whole,
but we're not Marvel fanboys.
What?
Yeah, we're not going there.
Don't even, Ross.
Lastly,
Don't
like our penultimate story, because we're gonna have to rush this. Josh Trank is now not directing the Star Wars anthology movie. He has left the project, saying he wants to do something new, pursue original creative opportunities. Quote. Now, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, that's sad. Not really, though, because a lot of people claim that this is because of his abysmal treating of Fantastic Four. Mainly because he trashed a house and caused 100,000 worth of damage. This is all hearsay, by the way. As well as he's very erratic and isolated during production, and that took away focus from the movie. As well as distracting Simon Kinberg and Hutch Parker from X-Men Apocalypse during reshoots, because obviously they had to rein him in and sort him out and stuff. So a lot of people are kind of saying that Josh Trank's kind of been blacklisted in Hollywood right now. And hence Disney were just kind of like, can you just not direct Star Wars? That's the rumour. It's all a rumour, but it seems likely that this is the reason he's left.
I don't know enough to pass judgment.
That's a lot of speculation in that.
I know it's so much
It is,
speculation.
but I mean, is anyone upset that he's not directing the movie? Let's get back to the point. He's not on the Star Wars movies. Anyone disappointed that he's not doing it?
Not really. I think we're too far out to be that disappointed.
Exactly,
really,
and I
aren't we?
think, yeah. So there we go. That's just, believe what you want, but it's not a big deal. Like, they could get anyone to replace it at this point. It's not as if it's been like an Edgar Wright situation where he's developed the film for 8 years and then someone just kind of comes in at the last minute and steals his thunder. I'm not letting that go ever. And finally, our biggest news story. The Suicide Squad look has been revealed for all the cast members.
Fuck yes,
Yeah. So, do we want to go through each individual character and talk about them, or
Yeah, you can, Scott. Go through them because I don't know them all. But you
right?
can go.
Okay,
Can I guess some of them?
guess them. I mean, yeah.
Bear in mind, I don't read comic books.
To be fair, right, I didn't know 2 of these characters, but I knew who everyone else was. That's not me bragging. It's I don't know. I'm not a massive fan of the DC comics, like the Suicide Squad run, so I'm not ultra familiar with these characters. So I'm interested to see what they all do. But some of the looks just do not work.
I'm sorry, but Harley Quinn looks fucking epic.
Oh yeah, that's probably the standout one because Margot Robbie looks like she's doing a point, and apparently they're going to go through variations of her outfit as well. So that's
Even with her mouth open, she looks like she's saying, "Hi, Mr. J."
and you can like just the way she says it. She talks to Leah in Wolf of Wall Street. You can imagine some twist of that in the. Oh, that'd be amazing. I think Harley Quinn's what I'm really excited for in this movie.
I'm curious because you know the omission of Joker in this picture. I think that
Well,
they're going to be chasing down Joker.
Yeah, Joker's not part of the Suicide Squad anyway.
Yeah,
so.
they're going to be chasing him down, and Harley Quinn's going to switch allegiances.
Yeah,
at
she
one point.
betrays them all or something. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of dope. And also, this looks like a very expendable cast, so I don't think all of these people are making it through that movie.
Oh no, definitely not.
So, right, starting from left to right, Ross. The guy on the left with the gun is called Slipknot. Have no idea who he is. He just looks like him.
I thought Ross was guessing them.
I know, I was going to say that, right?
Oh shit,
I was
sorry.
I was going to guess I was going to call him Hangman because he's got a rope.
Okay, right, yeah, we'll call him Hangman. He looks.
So what's he? Tell us a bit about him, Scott.
I have no idea who he is.
Oh, okay.
I just know his name's Slipknot. I'm looking at a sheet now. That tells me all the characters. Next up is Jai Courtney as Captain. Oh,
Is that Jai Courtney?
yep.
Yeah, it don't look like him, does it?
Does not look
No.
like him. And Kev, this is where I was going to say. I was going to say something controversial on this pod.
I'm still not guessing.
1 minute. I actually really like this look, and
Oh, I
you
do
all
as well.
you all know how much I hate Jai Courtney.
I'm in the same boat.
I'm actually kind of liking the look, especially considering the character he's playing. So, do you want to guess who it is?
I know it is.
I know you know who it is. Ross, do you want to guess who he's playing?
I don't. I told you I'm not. I do not know anything about this.
So why do you want me?
universe.
Why do you want me to wait for you to guess if you're not going to guess?
I don't know. I'm Scary Pedophile Man.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly. No, he's playing Captain Boomerang. Next up,
Seriously, there's a character called Captain Boomerang.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm so hate DC.
To be fair, he's actually a pretty good villain. So,
Captain
next
Boomerang.
up, we'll go with the female who is not crouched down.
Scarlet Witch. Oh, not Crouched Down.
No, do you know who she is?
No.
Okay, right. She's playing someone called Enchantress.
Enchantress.
Yes, yeah, you got it. Well done, smart man.
Thank you.
Do you want are you gonna guess the one who's crouched down?
Scarlet Witch.
Yes, it's Scarlet Witch. Actually, how did you know? She's crossed over into the DC universe because of her unexplained powers. If you don't read comics, no, it's Katana. She's appearing in Arrow at the moment. So if you watch,
Hers is the only costume I don't like.
Actually, I knew that one. Oops. Oh dear.
do you know what? It seems a bit cosplay. I think
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
problem. But I think it'll look better in motion, like a lot of these will. Then we have the leader next to Harley Quinn and Enchantress, which is Rick Flag. Originally going to be played by Kev. Do you know who was going to play?
Tom Hardy, wasn't it?
And it feels like that role is looking like it was meant for Tom Hardy. I don't know. Is it just me who gets that vibe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can I guess the next one?
Yeah, you can.
Harley Quinn.
Oh no,
Hey,
you're wrong.
well done.
It's Poison Ivy. No,
Scott,
it's
Don't
with
do
the
that to me.
no, it is Harley Quinn, and she looks amazing. She's the best on this photo of characters anyway. Like,
Yeah.
can't
Can I guess it? Can I guess the next one?
Yes.
Deadshot.
Yay!
Did anyone else not recognise Will Smith when they first looked at this photo?
Not gonna lie, I didn't.
I was looking at it, I was like, where's Will Smith?
Yep.
And I went through it a few times, and I looked really close at the face, and I was like, oh, it's Will Smith.
Will Smith. To be fair though, he does look a lot better with his like mask on. Although,
But he's got the... Have you noticed the things on the wrong eye?
Yep, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's not on the right side. Oh well, don't really matter. They can flip it in post. CGI.
Yeah.
Next up is my biggest problem with this. And
Wait. He looks like a crocodile, so I'm going to go for Doc Croc.
oh, very close.
Killer Croc.
And I
Killer Croc. I've heard
yeah.
that before
I
as well.
can't get behind this look at all.
I like it.
I don't.
Wasn't he in the Arkham game like that?
Yeah. Well, no, not like that. He looked a lot better in the
Wait,
Arkham game.
I thought he was. Well, alright, okay.
Is the last guy Zombie Dave?
No,
Zombie Dave.
this is another character I don't know, and he's called El Diablo.
El Diablo.
El Diablo.
I reckon he'll die. I reckon
Slipknot's
the other
gonna
one on
die.
the other far side's gonna die.
Um,
The one at the kneeling down's gonna die. I reckon that's it.
I think
That's all
Croc
gonna
might die as well.
No, I don't think
You don't
so.
think they'll Croc off?
No.
Okay. Well, that just rounds us out for movie news. So yeah,
Got a bit of feedback.
that was abrupt.
Yay. Feedback. Right, so Adam from the Facebook group asks us, as consumers, we are always told to vote with our wallets.
Oh, Jesus
and
Christ.
given the recent conversation about DLC thanks to Batman's terrible plan, got me thinking. Infamous First Light was an excellent piece of DLC that I got courtesy of PS Plus. Do you think it would be a good idea for Sony to add a contribution option for games downloaded on PS Plus to help support the developers of excellent content that maybe $5 or $10? Given option, I would totally contribute to the developers of Counter-Spy, Pixie-Cat, Towerfall, Ascension and First Light. What do you guys think?
That's just taking away from money from Sony, innit, really? I don't think Sony would ever allow something like that, or Microsoft. I mean, it's a nice idea in theory, but like, if Sony don't get any money from it, it's like, why would they put that on the platform? I mean, I'm all for supporting developers, but I mean, these guys have enough money anyway. Maybe go and support some indie people. No, I'm joking. I don't know. It's a weird question, and I like the idea. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've supported Smite through microtransactions, I guess. And is it because he just hasn't paid for it, but he wants to pay for it?
Well, yeah. So he gets a game on PS Plus that he wasn't going to buy. He really likes that game. He feels if he should be supporting that developer.
Well,
Can he contribute towards them?
it
Why not
is.
just go out and buy the
That's
game?
exactly what I was going to say. It's standalone, so go to your local game store, buy it new, and then trade it back in. Because then, there you go. That's how it works. Because then you've bought the game, you've given the money to the developer, and then you can get some of your money back.
I don't know. If there was a contribute button, that you could do something, maybe it gets you some sort of perk in the future. I don't know. It's an interesting idea.
Oh,
Certainly
whoa. But then that's basically DLC. If you're offering it.
Okay, I feel fair enough, yeah. But I don't know, I quite like what he's saying there. It's like, I have enjoyed something which I wouldn't have normally played. I feel as if I should contribute towards this developer as a result. Another thing that I think we have to go as well is these developers are being paid for every click. Because something that came out in Microsoft beforehand, because obviously IDARB went straight on, was that Mike Mika was getting money for each download it was getting.
Ah, right.
Microsoft were paying it because you pay Microsoft a money subscription as well as you do with PS Plus. As a result, every time someone downloads it, they get money. It's not the usual amount of money that they get, but they were still getting some form of money. So even by downloading that game, you are contributing towards them.
Exactly. There you go. That's well said, my friend. Well said.
No problem. We don't have any other feedback, so please send your feedback to Out of Life's podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, well done.
I need to make one with our website. You remember, you can always go to our website as well. And just click on a button.
Outoflives.net.
Outoflives.net. It's a great website that address that.
It
Glad
is.
I came up with it.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Right, so I think we're going to wrap up this week's podcast. Remember and catch our Vendors Spoilertastic special if you get a spare moment. And it's a goodbye from me. You can catch me on Twitter at RossM84. Kev?
You can find me at Don't Shoot Tarny.
And Scott?
You can find me at MC Fixer. I'm also on YouTube as MC Fixer. And yeah, barap, subscribe, like Jar Jar, and I'm out.
No problem. And for no reason at all, we're now going to play the theme tune to Howard the Duck. Bye.
See ya.